Hey, welcome back to Before the Lobotomy. My name is Antonio, and I'm here to bring the hammer down on a company that doesn't seem to care about its fan base anymore. Before we get into today's topic, make sure you check out the links in the description for all my other content and the Patreon, which is currently $1. All proceeds support my binge eating. I know I said each episode would be a single topic, but I also said I would get out more than one episode a week. And if you were smart enough, you would know not to listen to the mentally ill person who gives up on everything he says he's going to do. So shame on you. Yesterday, a younger coworker asked me how and when I knew I was an adult. It really made me ponder because I don't actually know. I don't feel like an adult. School never prepared me for adulthood. I don't know many millennials who feel they've grown up. I know at one point I had to start paying bills, and that blew. I'm a 33-year-old mentally ill man working a part-time job in the mall, making barely any money. If I'm being honest, I didn't even think I'd make it past 30. So everything has been touch and go since, my mid-20s. I really thought World War III would have started, by now, and that nukes would have dropped. So I wouldn't have to deal with the ever-increasing prices and difficulties of life. Yeah, kind of a big letdown, if I'm being honest. I also think my coworker might be a little retarded. She thinks I'm an adult. The definition has surely lost its meaning if I'm considered a definition. I'm lucky I can even do my taxes correctly. Shout out to Free Tax USA for making it easy. Sponsor me, please. I'm very poor. Anyways, let's move on to one of my really big gripes lately. And original topic of today's episode. I bought Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced because I once was a really huge fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise before Ubisoft sullied the name. In my opinion, the last good game of the franchise was Odyssey, and that's only because I'm into Greek mythology. If we're being very honest with ourselves, that's when they kind of ruined the series of RPG elements. I don't remember anything before that. I think the last one was you were in Britain or in France, one of those two games. Assassin's Creed hasn't really felt like itself in quite some time. And when I found out they were remaking one of the greats, I was excited. Genuinely, whatever words. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition, and I waited patiently for the game to drop. The game's graphics look great. Don't be wrong. It's so visually stunning that after my character was stranded on the beach in the tutorial, I was in awe how crystal clear the water appeared. And I guess, at this point, if your game doesn't look good, it's either because there's a reason, like you want to appear nostalgic, I guess. But the controls felt smoother at first, but after replaying the original games, I had to get used to the new controller layout again. I finally got my ship, and I was excited to go into battle, and that's when the problems really began. All the enemy ships feel extremely overpowered, even on story difficulty. I thought maybe I needed to upgrade first, but still, I was getting my ass beat. Even in story missions, I was struggling. And I remembered in the original Black Flag, ship fights being pretty even. This isn't my only gripe. Stealth feels completely abysmal. I can't sneak past a guard without being seen. If an enemy spots me for a millisecond, they will investigate and alert everyone around them. I can't climb buildings or trees without being spotted. Following an enemy during a mission? Nope. Somehow you're going to get spotted. Thankfully, it just turns into a fight and the mission doesn't fail you otherwise, or I would have broken my controller. Now I noticed the loading screens, it said that time of day and shadows control how well you're seeing. The mechanic doesn't even seem to work because I've been seen in the middle of the night in pure darkness. And if I'm really being honest here, which I don't know why I wouldn't be. It's a stupid phrase. I'm not looking for realism. I'm looking to be an assassin killing Templars. That's the whole point of the game. I'm not trying to do all this extra nonsense. I don't know why all these games feel like they have to be so realistic. Like with the new GTA coming out, yeah, I've been hearing that, you can get really fat, you can get really, really skinny. You have to put your guns in your car, and it's all this stuff. It's like, just let me just do what I want. Let me just have fun. If I want it realistic, if I want to be depressed, I would just live daily life. It really starting to grind my gears a little. I just want to relax. Everything has to be competition. Everything has to be so realistic. It's annoying. But I want to speak on the fights a little in Assassin's Creed. Parrying is almost impossible at times. It feels like you almost have to. It feels like you have almost no time to hit the right button. It's almost aggravating when multiple enemies are engaging you and you're just getting the shit beat out of you. It's really annoying. Assassin's Creed Shadows, for all intents and purposes, was a decent game. I'm also into Japanese lore, so that kept me interesting. The stealth felt fleshed out, and I was able to sneak around pretty well and take out entire castles. I have no idea what could have happened between now and then. And it's like they saw the game's success and went, let's toss everything good in the trash. Now, I didn't look into it, but they could have had different developers, but you're using the same engine. So how could there be so much difference? I don't understand it. It's very odd to me. It makes zero sense. As for the microtransactions, those didn't bother me. Either buy them or don't. They make no difference to the output of the game. Yes, a pop-up appears one time to let you know about the store, but that's it. In the original Black Flag, there were microtransactions too. I'm not saying they are good or bad, but it doesn't affect me in any way. I mean, get your money or don't. I also paid for the deluxe edition, but I just wanted cool shit. I don't know. I thought it was going to be a really good game. I thought it was going to let me relive the past. I feel like Ubisoft and most companies don't care about what they make anymore. I mean, once Ubisoft killed off Desmond, the franchise really started to decline. I mean, their most fleshed out character was Ezio. And then after that, it was just like, who gives a flying fuck? You really don't feel like an assassin anymore. And you're not really making any difference to the story. It's more just a reason to put you in a time period and make an open world game full of nonsense. I mean, it's like the Assassin's Creed is dead, and you don't know what you're doing, and you just randomly stumble upon it. It's just like, I don't know. It feels wrong to me. Now, I just like to play the games for just for the sake of playing them, because they can be fun. I'm not into the RPG elements too much. I just want to sneak around and kill people. I don't care for upgrading. I'll usually use cheats, because I'm not going to spend all that time trying to upgrade stuff. Just give me everything that I need. Let me complete the stories to get them. Don't make me have to do a million things to unlock something. It's crazy. It's annoying. I don't get it anymore. But, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time on another episode of Before the Lobotomy.